Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of One for the Table. I'm your host, Kimchi.
And I'm John Kung.
To keep things new and exciting, we will narrate a portion of this episode in ASMR. John, hold it together. John, why do you not want to talk in ASMR?
It's so stupid.
It's so funny to you.
It's not. It's a subculture, and we have to respect it.
Why is it so funny to you?
I don't know why it's so funny.
I haven't even said anything funny.
I know. It's the way you. It's like when I'm speaking in a British accent.
Wait. Slower. You're talking too fast for an ASMR. And get closer to your mic.
Okay. I see. Okay. I'm tired. We're done.
Just like that?
Just like that. All right. Thank you, everybody. This has been our episode.
That's it. All right. That's the podcast. Thank you for suffering through 2 minutes of that. Thank you. I just gotta say, we have a lot of listener questions this week, which we will get to.
Oh shit, are they all mad? I'm so sorry that I did a British accent. Kim told me to do it. I need to do like a notes app apology now. I'm about to get canceled by all these British people.
No, people loved your British accent, and that's literally what like a lot of the feedback are all about. Like we literally have so many messages from folks asking you to do like an entire pod in British accent.
Stop it.
And a lot of people saying that like they loved it.
Kim, I have access to our Instagram too. There are no messages like that.
Literally, you can go and check for yourself. So I even have like friends in real life that I didn't even know that listen to our podcast. Tell me like, John's British accent was really something this week.
It was really something.
And that's exactly how we can summarize that. So every week, John will be picking an accent from a different country, and we will narrate that. So, John, why don't you do accent of first-generation Asian American immigrant?
Wow!
And do the podcast in that voice this time.
Wow!
We are celebrating.
She's just trying to get me canceled on this.
Why would you be canceled for talking like a first generation of like Asian American immigrants? We're bringing the power back to us. What was previously used as like a comedy for yellowface and whitewashing the struggles of immigrants, we will take the power back. And
there is already a comedian, your favorite comedian, actually, who's already kind of does that. So,
you mean your favorite comedian who goes viral all the time?
Yeah, no, your favorite comedian who's like totally not from here, but at the same time,
your favorite comedian who whose name like rhymes with Uncle.
That is
Uncle Smarager.
Oh my god! Oh, we don't need that. We don't need that kind of smoke. We don't need that kind of.
No. This is not a controversial podcast. I mean, we do say controversial things, but like it's more so like things like I don't like burrito. Like that's a controversial opinion, you know.
That is a very controversial opinion.
I don't actually believe that. I'm just like saying.
I was about to say, I was like, what's wrong with burritos?
There's nothing wrong with burritos.
Oh, okay. You heard it first, folks. Kimchi does not like burritos.
Actually, it is not my
It's not my first choice.
It's not my first choice.
It's not my first choice.
I appreciate it. I respect it.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I don't like it.
And I get the appeal. It's like everything you want, like just wrapped in like one giant like flour tortilla. I get it.
You know what it is for me? It's too much of a commitment to one thing when I have the options to have so many different flavors, like so many different types of things. Like
when you get tacos, you can get like 4 different tacos with like each like 4 different fillings.
Exactly.
A burrito is literally just like, all right,
you're committing to one.
You get a burrito.
Right. I would probably get a burrito at like a chain Mexican restaurant.
And especially like those like chain restaurants where they do like a loaded burrito. Mm-hmm. And like, you know, it's like the most like trashy form of burrito where like it's burrito, topped with like sauce, and then they like top it with like fajita meats or something.
Yeah.
And then it comes like a sizzling like
Oh,
grill. You know those like 90s like burritos from like those like 90s like Mexican chain restaurants.
I love that TikTok. I think was it a TikTok meme at this point where like people are celebrating their birthdays at a restaurant and somebody orders fajitas and it takes attention away from.
Oh my god, yeah! And literally, so many people are having like this like discourse about like, if you're coming to my birthday, you're not ordering fajitas. And then the other people are going like, if I go to your burritos, I will order fajitas. And if you're letting a plate of meat and veggies outshine you, then it speaks a lot for yourself. I'm just like, why is this a serious discussion?
So good. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. I love it.
Oh, like, people are actually like upset about like this whole. Also, like, what restaurant can you get fajitas nowadays? Like, I mean, I love fajitas, but I never see them on the menu anymore.
I mean, people are still going to Applebee's.
You know what? I think this is the part where it shows like we are maybe slightly out of touch with like normal.
No, it's not my fault that chain restaurants don't come into Detroit. We don't have the option.
I mean, same with where I live. There's really like no chain restaurants around me except for like one Olive Garden.
Yeah. So we don't even have that. So
I guess when you live in like a major city in general, like your life isn't chain restaurants because there's so many mom and pop shops like in the city. So
yeah.
So it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this is the reason why I don't prefer burrito aside from like having just like one thing. So as the burrito gets folded over, and a lot of times like they use like a really thicker flour tortilla, right?
Yeah. And
as the burrito gets folded over, there are parts of the burrito where like the tortillas meet, and sometimes even like it meets up to 3 times, especially like to flip the bottom layer over to close it at the ends, and then they like fold it over on top of that. So then there is a bite where you literally get like 3 layers of tortilla. In a bite.
See, hear me out. If there is sauce caught between those, I actually like that part. I like that bite. If there's like bubbles of sauce caught in between the rolls of tortilla.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Then it's like extra juicy. And especially if it gets a little bit, dare I say, like soggy from like the sauce from the meat. It's like a weird sensation and a weird texture that I only enjoy for one bite. And generally like it's fine. Like it's weird. It's got none of the filling. It's just like almost like dipping bread in sauce.
But see, that bite to me gets pasty in my mouth, and usually the tortilla sticks to the roof of my mouth.
See, I don't mind that. I kind of like that I kind of like that sensation.
But I guess it's different for us because like you probably like swallow it so fast to even like to be bothered by it, and because I'm a slow chewer.
You've seen me eat. Yeah. It's literally like a passing moment for me where it's just like, oh, this is kind of like, I don't know, weird, but I don't hate it. And then it's done.
And for me, it's like living in my mouth for like a little bit before like I decide to swallow it.
I probably wouldn't. You should try eating faster just for that bite.
But I don't enjoy eating faster.
But if you have like, I don't know, I guess like if you have that, because that also exists kind of like in a pita when you have like shawarma, except like those rolls of pita or that part of the pita that's folded onto itself is like stuffed with the garlic sauce. Oh, it's so good. But pita is a different texture. It's fluffier and chewier. But it's like that same satisfying, like just bready, saucy, slippery, chewy, tacky. Like it's weird. I like it though.
All right. I mean, to each their own. Again, this is my opinion, and I don't expect anyone, to like the same things I do.
Yeah.
Some people have bad taste, and some people. So you're in New York right now?
I am. I was here for a partnership with the National Peanut Board. They flew me out here. National Peanut Board? Yeah, there's a National Peanut Board. They represent all the peanut farmers in the United States, I think.
Whoa, that sounds nuts. At the meeting, did you come out of your shell?
Are you done? Do you have one more?
No.
Get it out now.
No.
Come on.
Don't spread yourself too thin. Sorry.
So stupid.
Anyway. I'm like so tickled by it anyways.
Anyway, yeah, so they had me here. I was on Good Day New York. It's like one of their morning shows. And what they did was they took over the Smorgasburg Williamsburg, actually today and next Saturday. So if you're in Brooklyn, by the time you listen to this podcast, it would be this coming Saturday. You can go to Smorgasburg Williamsburg. And it's like just a peanut themed food festival.
Oh,
cool. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at this day and age we are able to hold a festival like that because so many people have peanut allergies.
You know what's really interesting? Like I asked them about that and they said that like the allergies, the high amount of people in the United States that have allergies, it's like a bump in generations because I think for us and I think Gen X, there was a period in time where doctors were telling parents not to give kids peanuts until they were 3 years old. And because of that, that's why the rate of allergies skyrocketed. They thought they were preventing peanut allergies, but it was actually causing more of them. And so now they're saying to give babies like peanut stuff earlier in age so their body can get used to it and not fight it as a like foreign body. So I think there are actually with later generations or younger generations, there are less people with peanut allergies now because they know better. So I think that's why they're like, let's have this festival. They want Americans to see peanut as more than just a thing for peanut butter. And so it's very global. So like you find like it's very African, Vietnamese, Thai, Chinese. That's like what the food stalls are in there that are peanut based. Because we all do peanuts like all around the world. It's just like here they just use that as a spread.
Yeah. And so I never realized like how peanut butter is like so specifically American and how hard it is to find peanut butter outside of America.
It's like one of our greatest cultural exports.
But it's also like really random. Like why is peanut butter so rare outside of America?
And also like peanut scratches the itches for like people with like Asian palates too, because it straddles the line of like sweet and savory and salty like so easily. You can easily balance out sweetness with peanut sauce. You can balance out saltiness with peanut sauce. Like it's surprising that it doesn't. It's not featured more, but whatever.
I love peanut in things. And I love like peanut like kind of dessert. What I don't like is the little packets of salted peanuts on the airplane. I don't know why. I don't know, something about those like peanut packets. And they don't really give them out anymore, I don't think, because of like
it's mostly like
whatever.
Sun chips.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just something about like a bag of salted peanuts that I can't stand.
Yeah.
I can't explain it.
Like no. It's just like been equated with the one thing that airlines are willing to give you to eat at this point. And it's been so connected with like bad experiences of air travel. Like if you're getting the pack of peanuts, you're not getting the complimentary beverage service.
Yeah. And also, who decided on peanuts? Like how
it probably like was cheap.
Like even pretzels, I understand more.
Yeah. Well, who knows?
But also, like I don't get also pretzels. I just don't think are like.
It probably started off as like a mixed nuts thing for when air travel was fancier. So it was probably like not just peanuts. It was probably like salted Brazil nuts, hazelnuts. Like that's what like, people put at fancy bars and stuff. It was something that you ate with, your martini and stuff like that. But then it just like trickled down to here's your pack of peanuts and your like tiny can of Coke.
And On American Airlines, if you're ever like flying business, before like they bring out your meal, they always give you a bowl of mixed nuts that is warm.
Ooh, yes, I remember that.
Hazelnut, almonds,
See, it probably
cashews.
comes from something like it. Probably comes from that.
Yeah, so that would make sense. And also, warm nut sounds like whatever until you actually have it in air, and you're like,
It's nice. It's like
this actually warms my soul.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And if you're drinking like wine or beer or something, you know, it goes perfectly with that, like the salty nuts. And
that was actually my recipe contribution to this peanut board thing. I did a recipe for Szechuan mala peanuts.
Oh, you should make like a Detroit style of like peanuts and call it these nuts. I'm serious.
I know. Except that's really good.
I know.
I hate you. That's so good. I have to do that now. It would probably be like a Coney chili powdered spicy. Oh God, that would actually taste really good.
I mean, you can work out the details.
I already know exactly the flavor profile it would be, because it would be like kind of like a chili. It would be a very cumin forward chili powder mixed with spicy chilies and salt and a little bit of MSG, and it would be like first fried the peanuts, then like wok roast them with that chili powder, and it would be these nuts.
It sounds these nuts, yeah, sounds delicious. So for people that's going to smorgasbord, oh my God, I can never say it. Smorgasbord. It is such like a, for someone with a lisp, that is such a hard word to say. Smorgasbord. Anyways, people going to that thing. Where can they find your contribution?
They can find it at explorepeanuts.com.
On the website? Or is it like, did they have like a booth?
Oh, no, it's on their website. I'm not going to be there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But there's no like booth that's like selling like your...
No. My thing was a recipe. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they flew you out just to like post a recipe on their website?
Oh, I did in-person appearances and stuff like that, but that's all done.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, how are the appearances?
They were good. I mean, this was, I think, my third time. Yes, this was like my third time going on a morning show.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really, really cool. I'm getting like less and less nervous at this point. But still, live TV is still nerve-wracking. Oh my God. I'm always scared of things like what if I accidentally swear or something like that, or what if something that doesn't go right? And nothing goes perfectly for a cooking demo, at least in my experience. But it doesn't really matter. Nobody remembers what you did on TV. They only remember that you were on.
Yeah, especially for like morning show where people are like going about their day.
Yeah,
I'm sure like they'll forget it like an hour later. Not that you're like not memorable, but people just have things to do.
No, I'm literally not.
Like no one sees like what they saw in the morning show and then like cherish it for days, you know?
Exactly.
Unless you're like Hilary Duff performing or Fergie doing the backflips.
Wow, 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 yeah.
Wow.
Iconic.
I've done like morning shows, and I can't say that my experiences were great.
Really? Why?
Well, first of all, no drag queen should be seen at 8 a.m. in the morning by anyone.
Yeah. I would watch a drag queen do the weather forecast.
Yeah. That was a challenge on the Dragon Race.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
what morning show was it?
I couldn't even tell you, but it was like some guy who's like...
Was it in in LA or Chicago or New York?
It was in California.
Okay.
Both of them. And one was, oh my God, I even forgot the name of this guy, but we had to like put this guy in drag for a morning show. And it was like the week of like Drag Race finale, DragCon, and all that. So we had like a lot of things going on, and then it was like a 2 day thing where you had to like come in full drag and then put him in drag and like record about it. And for a camera, he was pretending like, oh my god, it's like so hard to get in drag and like it hurts. Like meanwhile, like it wasn't like that at all. And then we had to like get up like the next morning, but then I was just like so tired from like doing DragCon like all weekend, like, standing up, and then like finale rehearsals. I ended up waking up at like 6:45 a.m. when my call time was 7 a.m. And they were like blowing up my phone, and I was like, oh my god, like I don't want to be unprofessional and not make it. So I got dragged in 15 minutes, and then went on morning like segment with 15-minute drag. Which I don't know how I did it, but I somehow did it. But back then I was like young, and I was just like so eager and willing, like to do everything,
Yeah, what would you have done today if they called you up?
Oh, I mean, nowadays I wouldn't like schedule myself where like I'll be like that tired,
right,
like, before going on like morning segment, and get plenty of like rest the night before. But yeah, with just like the chain of events, like I literally had like 2 hours of sleep the night before.
Oh my god, that sounds awful.
I wasn't even partying; it was just like from like doing things.
Yeah.
And then another time was when we were like lunching like the Kimchi Beauty. We were going on like a morning segment. But then I was having like a trouble with my wig. It was like I was like trying to wear like this like ponytail wig that had like 6 wigs sewn onto it, but then like the wig wasn't like sitting right. So then I'm like doing the whole like morning segment like while holding onto my wig so it doesn't fall off.
I would have loved to see your wig come off.
It didn't come off.
Morning television. That would have been so. Did you ever see that? I don't know if it was like a podcast or something, but like this woman was getting interviewed and her wig just straight up falls off on its own.
No, but when you go on
and it's on live TV, and it was like her reaction was hilarious and she was a good sport about it. But I was just like, oh, it's so funny.
My favorite thing to watch is live news segments gone wrong. And there's like a compilation on like YouTube.
Oh no.
My favorite one is like this like lady is like sitting at like the news anchor desk like zoning out. And she's just like having like a conversation with her fellow co-host, and she just goes, "I so pale." And the other lady goes, "Oh my god, we're on air right now." And then she like quickly snaps back into it. And it's really funny.
That's so fun.
But these nuts.
These nuts.
Well, I can't wait to see the recipe.
Yeah. And then, I don't know what else. I'm just here I'm just sticking around for the weekend because it's easier to fly out of JFK than it is to Detroit because I'm going to Asia for 5 days. But
where are you going in Asia?
I'm going to Bali for 5 days.
That sounds fun.
It's a little short to go to Asia.
Yeah, because like flying to Asia is like a whole day. And then you need like a whole day to recover when you land.
You need a few days.
So basically, like you're gonna go to Asia,
get over jet lag,
and come back.
I'm coming straight to you.
Yeah. Oh my god, are you even going to be recovered from the jet lag?
Probably not. But then that might mean that I'm adjusted to LA time.
All right. Yeah. Honestly, work.
But yeah, New York's been fun. I've eaten at 2 good places. I went to Tolo again for some good Chinese food. I met Jeremy Jacobowitz from Brunch Boys. He's aka Old School Brunch Boys.
I remember
he's super nice.
I remember he was like asking like, I'm in Detroit. Where should I go to eat? And I like tagged you, and you're like, I don't want influencers flocking to my place.
Did I say that?
But you weren't talking about him specifically. You're talking about like the cause and effect from. From like if you like post about like your like pop up dinners.
Who did I say that to? That sounds like something I'd say
to me.
Oh. I think I also was out of town that day.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You hate it.
But no, that sounded
I'm kidding.
Whatever. No,
I do like his content.
Yeah. he's like one of the few that is like kind of like us in the way that we do restaurant stuff. Well,
Mm-hmm.
he's been doing a lot longer, so we kind of do ours kind of like him, where it's like nothing bad to say, just like talking about cool places that he's been to. It's very
Yeah.
like
And if
easy.
I don't like it, I won't post about it, you know?
Exactly. And I appreciate that about him. So I took him to Tolo. We had some really good like Hong Kong style food. They had some of the best like charang fun or like stir fried rice rolls
Mm-hmm.
um I've had. But yeah, and then I'm going to Bonnie's on Sunday. I'm seeing a lot of Chinese food.
Well, Bonnie's is great.
Bonnie's is so good. And then
Bonnie's like go out
today,
of your way good. Sorry.
yeah. Today I would just got back from Katz for some
Mm-hmm.
pastrami sandwiches.
The classic New York institution cats.
hmm Which, you know what? Like, anytime I go to a restaurant like that, where it's
Mm-hmm.
like, like you said, an institution, I never expect to have good food, but
Mm-hmm.
Katz's pastrami is actually all that.
Mm.
Like, it's so juicy, it's so tender, it's so big. It's so big that like it crushes and disintegrates the bread that's on the bottom, and you have to finish it with like it's so good. Surprisingly, not that bad for you either. It's full of salt,
Yeah.
but like it's very high in protein.
Okay. I mean, it is literally just like a
It's
pile of meat.
Yeah, but it's like really high in protein, not that high, not as high in fat as you expect for as juicy as it is.
Mm. So there's a place in LA that specializes in pastrami's really well, and they're like famous for it too.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had it, and it's very good.
Mm-hmm.
However, a sandwich is like $27.
At Katz, it's the same way. It's the
Which
same
I'm
at
like,
Katz.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know, inflation and things are tough and business needs to survive. But if I told myself to the little boy
Yeah.
20 years ago that I'll be paying $27 for a sandwich,
Yeah.
you know, I'm like, damn, inflation is real.
It is real. I I left the hotel because you never partake from the mini bar. I was just raised that way. Like
Oh, yeah.
you can go
You
to the
don't touch
corner
it.
store.
You don't look
You don't
at
touch
it.
it. Went to the bodega last night and stocked up on like beef jerky.
Mm-hmm.
Guess how much money I saved by leaving the hotel and buying 2 packs of beef jerky instead of eating the beef jerky
So
that
usually
was
hotel
here.
beef jerky, I know because I always look at the pricing just to be like gagged
I
by
do
it.
too. I do too.
I've seen it range just for like a small thing of beef jerky range from $10 to $20.
Mm-hmm.
But at the store it's probably like $2.
Mm-hmm.
Like 1/10 of the price.
I saved $2 by leaving the hotel.
$2?
$9 at the bodega for this.
$9 for how 2 ounce of beef jerky? 2 ounce?
Ounces.
2 ounce.
2 ounces.
Wow.
I was a flabbergasted. Granted, I was like, okay, well, in that case, I'm going to buy stuff that they don't have. So I bought like some protein shakes, since I bought that like really good high protein strawberry milk. But like, it was at that moment where it's like, okay, I can only ever pretend to live in New York.
I was going to say, because I just went to Costco and I bought like a whole thing of like mango habanero beef jerky for like $10.
I love Archer Farms or whatever that's called. Yes, it's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Because like,
It's so good.
for some reason, the jerky is juicy.
Yes.
And I was like, what kind of magic did they put in this jerky where, because I've had some like dry brittle jerky. These are like so soft and juicy. And
for me, jerky
flavor
has to be like all or nothing, because then there's like people's jerky or people's food company or people's jerky company and stuff. They go the opposite way, where their jerky is so dry that it like becomes brittle and almost like chewy crunchy, and that's really, really pleasant too.
sort of like Yays.
Kind of like, yeah, it's in the same realm where it's like super crunchy and satisfying, but it's like still like thick cut jerky. And Yays is very good. They have a new flavor out. I haven't tried it yet.
Oh no,
though.
what's the flavor?
I think it's teriyaki or something like that. Or something
I'm like
Swedish.
excited about teriyaki.
I know, me too. But I think they're. I don't think maybe it's not teriyaki, but it's like I think it was like a sweet-ish one. Which their thing is already sweet.
Yeah, I was gonna say they already have like a natural sweetness
Yeah.
to it. So if you've never had Yays, or haven't heard us talk about it, and also we're not paid to say this.
Yeah, no, we're not.
It's
We
a
just like them.
Cambodian style beef jerky where it's super super crispy, high in protein.
It's practically
and
a chip.
yeah, literally,
But don't
very
eat it
crunchy.
too fast because it is some of those pieces are very sharp.
Mm-hmm.
And if you eat it too fast, it could stab the roof of your
Yeah, so it comes in mild, teriyaki, and spicy.
Okay, so the teriyaki is the new one. So maybe it's even more.
I mean, I'll try it, but
I'd totally try it.
You know, teriyaki is one flavor that I'm never excited
pretty
about.
Damn spicy.
Yeah, they're perfect.
Yeah, it's good.
Also, they're really good, like crushed up and like put into salad. It's like instead of like bacon bits.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, squeezing the protein in wherever we can. You know, It's actually kind of crazy, like the amount of protein you need to consume.
Like, I was shocked too.
Which, like, normally, like growing up, like we're just used to eating like a bowl of carbs and like that would be your dinner, you know?
Yeah.
But now there's like you need to eat like this and this much gram of carbs or this much grams of protein, yeah.
And like, I didn't realize how much harder I was making my life by not consuming enough protein.
Yeah.
When it comes to like weight management and stuff like that, it is so much easier now. And I've only like when I say recently, I mean like I'm only like the past 6 months have only been like consuming the right amount of protein that I should have been. Yeah. And like my muscle definition has gotten so much better as a result.
Are you sure?
Shut up.
I'm kidding. We all know John Kong is beautiful. I'm just here to humble him. You don't want your life to be full of enablers, you know?
It's true.
I'm here to keep you in touch with reality. Fatso.
Thank you so much, Kim.
You're welcome. You're so lucky to have me.
Yes, I am.
I want to read listener comments regarding your accent.
Can you do it in a British accent?
No. I'm going to be honest. I can't. It's out of my skill range. But you, however, you could change the world with your British accent.
You can do it. I believe in you. I wouldn't
even know how. I need a dialect coach. I don't even know where to begin. Nursing my baby to sleep while listening to the most recent... Oh my God, I can't speak today. Nursing my baby to sleep while listening to the most recent episode. And I had to pause because the accents were making me shake with laughter. Also, I'm from Hong Kong and live in LA now, so I feel like Kim should read this one with a whatever accent seems appropriate. So I read it with a lisp. The mic is wet, y'all, practically at this point. Hi, babes. Not a question, but a request. John, please do an entire podcast in your silly little British accent.
This is not allyship. This is y'all are trying to destroy me.
No, the fans have spoken. Now, if people could submit the questions written phonetically in British, then maybe I'll read it. You know?
Like they spell water with no T.
No,
they spell water with like W-A space E-R.
Yeah. Spell it phonetically for me, and I will do my best to read it out loud. Or you can just submit it as is, and John just read it as British.
Or you can submit your questions as audio notes. And Kim can just pretend to be you.
Oh, I don't know what that means. Audio notes?
Yeah.
That sounds
Can't
like...
they just make it a voice request?
Can they?
I don't know, maybe.
Is that beyond our technology abilities?
I don't know. Can you do that?
Let me rephrase. Is it beyond my technology abilities?
I feel like you can send voice notes on Instagram. Can you?
I don't know. I've never done it before. But
Oh,
I'm also the person I never send voice notes, voice
oh,
memo,
that's
any of
true.
that.
Yeah. Maybe you can't. I don't think you can with us because we're a business account or whatever it is. But
Mm-hmm. Are we
yeah,
a business account? Are we a business?
or like a creator. Our Instagram account is like some kind of weird account thing.
Mm. I keep changing my thing on Instagram to fitness model, but Instagram changes back, which is like very offensive to me. Like Instagram would not let me brand myself as a fitness model.
That is so shady. Oh my god.
Like, okay, Instagram, thank you for
It's just
repeatedly
straight up an
telling me over and over again
algorithm.
that I am not a fitness model.
Right. No, you're not. Stop it,
We
Kim.
saw you, boo. um,
Oh man.
okay, we have a question from Hector, and it's a very simple one.
Mm-hmm.
Question for the table. Will Little
Mm-hmm.
John ever join the table?
Oh, that's cute.
That's actually never crossed my mind, but he would be an interesting guest.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I'm open to it. Wait, am I? I don't know. Wait. Based on the look that you're giving me, no.
it's a smile of like me wanting Little John to come on and join our.
Yeah, no, those angel wings on your head are turning into look very much like horns right now. No, I'm very protective of my like relationship when it comes to like mixing socials and my personal life.
I get it. You're like an abuser that's keeping your victim isolated from the rest of the world.
No, I'm not.
And you want to make sure he's cut off from his friends and family, so he has no support system to run to.
I'm not a cult, you bitch.
It feels like it.
No, it's not. I mean, I don't know. I never thought of it either. I mean, he's come to things with me. Like he was on Drew Barrymore with me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, well, I don't know. I could. Yeah, I'm open to the idea. I guess maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
On a random note, I would love to see you on the Kelly Clarkson show.
Why? Except for the fact that she's amazing, but
because it's a great talk show.
Oh, she seems really nice.
She seems really sweet.
Yeah.
I had a friend who like Uber eats food to her once, and they said she was really sweet. And I'm like, all right. I'm sure she was super sweet from that 2-second interaction where she grabbed her food.
Your food.
And apparently it was pizza. Kelly Clarkson eats pizza.
Get it, Kelly.
She's one of you.
Yeah.
Okay, so this question is from Seth Parker. Question for the table from Isle Royale. Did I say that correctly?
Ile Royale.
Ile Royale, sorry.
That's in Michigan. That's close to Detroit.
Oh.
Yeah.
On an island in Lake Superior. And
no, that's not close to Detroit. That's like 10 hours away drive. Sorry.
10-hour drive?
I was thinking of Grosse Ile. Ile Royale is, okay, so you know Lake Superior looks like a wolf?
Yeah.
It's the eye.
Wow, okay. The Eye of the Wolf.
Yeah.
Ile Royale. On an island in Lake Superior, and I'd have to do a lot of scratch cooking.
Mm-hmm.
So, good thick noodle recipe would be greatly appreciated. Slay on girls and stay fab.
Knife cut noodles. So if you just pretty much roll your dough and then like cut your noodles in like fat chunky bits, you have these like kind of plump-ish, roundish, tapered noodles that cook thick and chewy and slippery and go really great with like just chili oil and soy sauce. Or you could put it in a broth. Yeah, that's a really good one. Or you could do like yakumin, which is like just one long noodle where you just like roll the dough into one giant long noodle, and it's kind of like fun to slurp up. But yeah, those ones really go well with like brothy things. You can use the starch from your leftover flour to thicken your soup, to thicken like a thinner noodle broth into something a little heartier too.
Hmm. My question is,
Hmm.
why do you have to do a lot of scratch cooking? Like, are there
Because it
no
takes for like because there's no stores on that island.
really?
It's like a wilderness campsite. It actually was voted as like the best, I think, best nature campground in the country recently.
Oh,
There are a lot of wolves out there, and I think there is only like one boat that comes in and out per day or
hmm.
something like that. And you have to bring everything with you, whether it be food, flour, water. Like you have to bring everything with you. Like it is hardcore camping. And there are wolves out there, and there are
Oh my God.
yeah, you have to go fishing, you have to do all of your stuff by yourself. So
So
yeah. Ooh, and
how do you even get the ingredients? Then you just
you bring it.
okay. So I guess the ingredient that will travel well, like
You bring it.
flour.
Yeah.
I
And like
mhm.
so I'm guessing he's like doing scratch, like literally making his noodles from scratch then. I don't know why, but
But I
yeah.
feel like pasta holds really well. So I feel like because pasta literally lasts for years.
Yeah, I think I
Because
don't
I
know.
feel like
That's what I'm thinking too. And it's also pasta is also really light.
yeah.
So, but
So I feel like
maybe
it'll
you
make
get
more
more
sense just
bang
have
for
like
your
oh
you get
sorry.
more bang for your buck if you bring the flour because you can just eat more than pasta. You can eat bread. You can do
Mm.
everything.
But even just like a box of pasta would last you for years, like in the
Hmm.
pantry, you know. But
It's
maybe that's the not the experience that they're looking for.
yeah,
You know what? If you're going to a place with no grocery store, and you're committed to the lifestyle, I guess you're not worried about.
convenience.
You want the trap with
Yeah,
lifestyle, and I support it.
yeah. He's boiling his own water to make it safe after he runs out. So,
Mm. Okay,
not
now I get
assuming
it.
it's a he, they are. Um, but one fun fact about Ile Royale is that there is a lake on the island.
Hmm.
That when it rains, there's like a tiny island on that lake. So like during certain parts of the year after it rains, there is a biggest island inside a lake on the biggest island inside of lake that is inside the biggest island inside of the biggest lake in the world. It's like Inception thing. You can actually like zoom in on Google Maps and get this Inception thing where it's like you're on an island, you're in a lake, you're on an island, you're in a lake. Yeah.
And that is another one of those wonders in Michigan where you just have to go to find out. Michigan is a great place. Go to Michigan.
It's beautiful. I've never
And
been. I will I eventually would like to try camping out there
mm,
someday.
honestly, like whoever does like campaign for like pure Michigan, do you know like Michigan is a place with like a lot of like great hidden gems that people don't know about.
Natural beauty is crazy out here.
Yeah, for sure. It's very lush.
Hmm.
You have access to the lake and like the reservoirs, and you can even get history, like historical
Hmm.
buildings,
Yeah.
while also like being a super cheap state to do
Yeah.
things in. And also, if you're a type of
This is
person
the
that,
most nice things you've said about Michigan like forever.
oh no, I only say mean things about Michigan because I know you lived there and I grew up there, and I just like to make it seem like you live a terrible life when you don't, out of pure hate. No, but Michigan, yeah, there's a lot of amazing things about Michigan. Would I plan a gay vacation there? Probably not. But if you have a family
I mean,
and
there's like no need. That would be like somebody like from New York coming to Saugatuck when they could have gone to P Town or Fire Island.
mhm.
Like,
or but unless you're one of those like annoying like coupled gays, where you just like we just don't enjoy gay spaces anymore.
oh, who would? Why wouldn't people enjoy gay spaces anymore?
It's just me and my lover, just like
Oh,
alone in the wilderness
oh,
in a cabin. just like a romantic weekend for you know those gays.
Yeah, I guess there's a gay campground in Michigan too called Camp
Oh,
It.
amazing. Camp It? Okay.
It's called Camp It. They have like you can do like wilderness level stuff, or they do like cabins. There's like a little discotheque on there too. Like it's a gay campground. Everything you expect a gay campground to be.
Is it just like random like hookups and?
I mean, I'm assuming there is.
It's like a cruising spots.
I haven't been there in a really long time, and I wasn't that type of person when I was there first. When I went,
and now you are. Which I support. We don't kink shame.
We don't.
So go live your life to the fullest.
I'm still looking at this $9 $9 2-ounce bag of beef jerky. I can't. Like,
$9 for 2 ounces is wild.
It's crazy.
Like
it's crazy out here. And
it
I'm
better
in
have been
Brooklyn.
made from like the finest beef that's only been hand fed.
That cow better have like a master's degree in physics.
Mm-hmm. I better see some like birth certificate and like the life of this cow.
Well, I am in downtown Brooklyn, so who knows?
That's a possibility. Yeah. So yeah, that was our podcast for the week, everybody. You're gonna be in Bali, so we might not get a next week episode.
Or
will we?
We try. Well, I mean, we could try.
I guess they have internet in Bali. I don't know why I'm acting like you're going to like a place with like.
They definitely have internet there. We just have to like figure out the time change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. Have fun in Bali. And
thanks. I'll see you in a week.
Yes. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I don't know, whatever. If you don't, that's fine. That's cool too. I don't need your fucking share. And submit your questions on our Instagram, one for the table. That is number 1. And then for the table. Bye.
Bye.